Taurus, welcome to your September general forecast. Now I'll be doing this for couples and singles, okay? Because it takes a lot of time for me to record two separate readings. So singles, I'll be doing a separate spread for you, okay? So Taurus, let's take a look what's gonna come your way. I'll be doing your general finances and your health, love oracles, and your oracle cards, okay? Plus singles, how do I find love spread, and who are you going to be ending up with? Oh, finally, retrograde is going to be over soon. Well, September 5th, but there will still be some shadow faces around until the 19th. Taurus, you don't really have to keep things to yourself just because that you feel like you just want to get back at your partner, okay, or somebody. And you feel like by doing this, even though the problem is still pretty much repairable and solvable, don't just walk away, okay? Because there's still a solution. You just need to lower down your pride. Now let's take a look about your finances. Well, you're not really happy with wherever you are right now. You feel like it is working, but you know, it's not really the result that you're kind of expecting. You want to see more. You want to have more recognition, more push, more cooperation from your peers, but right now you feel like you're alone in this group or you're alone in this company. Now let's take a look at your health. Okay, sorry, I dropped the cards down. Okay, these are the cards that actually fell. Jumped out from the shuffling. Well, don't be so conscious on your skin. You know, if you have a mole or acne or warts or something like that, that's, you know, that you want to remove on your face, I feel like you need to move that a little bit around October. This is not really the right time. And you're too conscious about your skin. Plus, you also need to rehydrate. Okay? Your skin is getting dried up and it's cracking. You'll also notice that your skin is slowly peeling off. So, it's because of rehydration and your skin lacks moisture. Plus, I also feel like you're having some skin asthma attack. Okay, let's get down to your general reading first. Okay, let me adjust the camera a bit. Well, the cards on the far end can't really be seen in the video, so just let me move all of this. Okay. I think that's better. Okay. Taurus, about your relationship first. For Taurus or for Taurians is all within a relationship, okay? You're trying to keep your walls up over a situation because you don't want to, it's like you don't want to reach into an amicable solution about your problem, about your marital problem, your relationship problems, or whatever it is that's been going on in your relationship right now. You don't want to contribute, even to help your partner find a solution on how to stop this growing problem that's already been like building between the two of you. It seems to me like right now that you are just doing or creating a reason just to fully walk away to the situation, because you have tried before and you're already tired of putting up with this whole thing and you just don't want to prolong it anymore. But your partner is not yet ready to give up, or to, let's say, separate, go in your own separate ways and make a very painful choice. Your partner feels like there's still a chance, there's still like, there's still a way on how to solve this and how to save this relationship, but you feel like, no, I really don't believe in that anymore. So right now, all you're thinking right now is just, fine, if you want to repair, if you want to solve it, do it yourself, but I'm not really going to contribute anything from myself anymore because I'm really done. Now, those are just unspoken grief and pain that you've been trying to get it across your partner, but your partner seems a little bit insensitive about what you really want. Now, if you really want to walk away, then try to be a little bit more blunt and straightforward and be firm with it. Because if you feel like you just want to walk away right now just because you can't really have whatever you want from your partner, then I feel like you only need to rest, or you only need to have a like a temporary time off to, apart from each other. And you also need to be a little bit more careful, because it's not only you who's exhausted, it's also your partner, but they're thinking that you've already come this far, you've gone through a lot of things, and this is just how easy you're gonna like give up. Now, I feel like you don't really need a separation, but you only need some time off to think more about the solution, to think more about what you're gonna do to yourselves, to whatever you want. Especially for those Koreans who's not yet ready to have a family or child, or is not yet ready to raise kids. I feel like this is also a very big factor. Some Koreans are also going through some financial hurdles, and you've been having some, let's say, power struggles, like who earns more or who earns less, or who spends more and who spends less. Okay, there's more like the comparison and calculations that's already been happening, and you don't even know how to balance things out, and you don't even know if you still want to stay in this kind of relationship, because you've already given a lot in the past, but all you want right now is just to move away, take a break for yourself, and gain the peace of mind, regain that lost energy, because you were so drained, you're so tired, and you're so stressed out. Okay, emotionally you're so blocked right now, that's why you can't really feel anything, even to the extent of crying, but you feel like you just want to burst it out, but nothing even comes out from you anymore. So I feel like you only need to travel, you only need to search for yourself, or even revisit a few family members or relatives, spend some time with them, but don't give up on this relationship, because I feel like your problem is very shallow and very it's not really that grave. Okay, you only need to spend some time with your friends or with your relatives, but just give it like 1 week. Okay, just 1 week, just to think things over before you really make a decision that you really want to give up this relationship, because you've already gone too far, you've already like gone through a lot of things together. All right, if it's only finances, it could still be solved, and you can still discuss and talk things out. But if it's, I don't feel like there is a third party in your relationship, but it's more of your maturity, understanding, communications, and pride. Okay, that's really getting in the way right now. Now, when it comes to your finances, okay, when it comes to your finances, you really love what you're doing, but you feel like you want to have more. Okay, you feel so stuck in this situation and in this position as you've already talked to your boss, you've already approached the people that you needed to approach at this point, but you just keep on going back and forth, and these people just keep on passing you to certain departments and people who to talk to, and you're already tired of their games. Now, you will be approaching somebody from the past who used to be your mentor, or who used to be somebody who believes in you and who backs you up in this job or field, and you will be asking for their sound opinion and advice. And the bottom line of that is that you will decide to move on, move forward, and leave it all behind. But you need to think twice first. Don't be so impulsive, because it seems like you want to abandon everyone in your life right now, your partner, your job. I feel like you're going through a lot of down times right now. Okay, you don't really have to abandon everyone. You don't really have to give up something that you really value and worked hard, for a long period of time. You only need a break. You're so burned out, and think things over before making a very rush and harsh decision, because you might just, I feel like you're just gonna regret it later on. Wait until the month of October if you really want to move on, if you really want to quit, if you really want to move to another job, because there will be regrets by the end of this month if you will be resigning, quitting, or even taking an AWOL into your job. But I feel like this is not really the right time to quit in your relationship and quit in your job. Okay, you feel really lost right now. This is not really the right time, because you're not really in your right mind, in your right mental condition or physical condition. You're just too exhausted. But this is not really the answer to all of the things that you're going through inside of you. You just need to breathe. Okay. Now, as for your health, one is about your skin or dermatological related problems. I also feel like you're getting so irritated because you're growing some back knees. And if there is something in your face that you want to remove, either it's a like a big mole or wart, or something that you feel like it's really irritating you, or a little bit malignant, push for it until the month of October, first 2 weeks of October, then you'll be safe. Because I feel like if you would just push for it and do all of this, especially that you're not really in your right mind, and in your right condition, you would just ended up hating yourself even more. Okay, I feel like your energy right now is all over the place, and you needed somebody more to guide you, to enlighten you, re-energize you, and give you more sound advice. Okay, you also need to check out with your optometrist, because your migraines is coming from your eyes. You need to either change your specs, or you need to change the grade of your reading glasses, or you need to wear one. Plus, you also need to be a little bit more giving. Don't be so selfish, and don't just keep things to yourself, or don't this is not you. Okay, don't be so selfish. You have to be a little bit more giving and unconditional to others. Somebody who is a bad influence is kind of taking you into the dark side, into the well, more likely to the dark force. Okay, there's somebody around you who's been influencing you about wrong things. And be careful about rheumatism, back pains, high blood pressure, heartburn, chest pains, and neck pains, plus nerve problems. Okay, you'll also notice that your nails will be so brittle that you don't really you don't have that before, and you will just suddenly notice that you can just divide or just take down your nails without even using a nail cutter. Okay. Also, you need to check out with your OB/GYN because there's something going on in your ovary or in the lower part of your body. It's time for you to visit your OB/GYN about this. Okay. Aside from that, spend more time with family and spend more time with your relatives, friends, and with some of the people that you kind of missed. Okay? Because I feel like you're only missing the connection and not really yourself. Try to gain some more peace of mind. And if you're going through some depression, um, I feel like it's already up to you, whatever your doctor is telling you, but try to do or try to get out of it, in a natural way. Try to walk outside or even, go to the beach and keep on swimming until you're already tired and then keep on going back and forth, okay? And while you're swimming, while you're walking, you have to picture yourself or project yourself dumping all of your negative energies, problems, heartaches, and pains, unwanted people or people that you want to cut off from your life, and all those energies and all the things that they have been doing to you. Keep on doing that until you feel better, and then when you come back, when you've already reached the end, when you come back home or when you're already on your way back home, you need to project a different kind of positive energy and project all the good things that should happen and could happen in your life. Okay? And if you have to do this twice a day, just do so. And I know that you all have work and you're working right now, but I feel like it's time for you to take some time off because you're also really burned out when it comes to your work and when it comes to your boss as well, who's very nagging and always putting you down and always dumping your ideas. Now let's take a look, singles, before I do your love oracle cards. How do you find love and how's your sex life gonna be this month? Still that's somebody from the past, single Taurians. Okay, let's put this here. I feel like you still have a lot of hang-ups from that person, with that person from the past. Somebody who is either the father or mother of your child, or somebody that you used to be with. And you actually consider this as your soulmate. It's just that the two of you just keep on bickering back and forth, and nobody wants to lower down their pride or nobody wants to compromise. That's why you really ended up in a big separation. But you're still wishing for this person to come back into your life. And I feel like your wish will be heard. It will happen this month, but it will be around last week. Third week or last week. And it seems like your sex life will be very active and sound this month. Just be very careful if you don't want to get pregnant, okay? Because you will also be very fertile during this time. Now, as for that person from the past, this is the one that will be coming back around you if you've been waiting for the right one. The reason why you parted ways in the past is because I feel like there are some lessons that you have to learn. Okay? This is a person that's more likely a water sign and born under the year of the dog, or the equivalent of it. It's a water sign. Mm, specifically Scorpio. Now, you and this person either have a child or acquired a few properties together, okay? But I don't see you being married or something like that, but you've been domesticated before. You've been fighting a lot in the past, and this is, that's the reason why the two of you parted ways. But now this person is now ready to come back into your life, and I feel like the compromise that you've been waiting for, or that you really want before you parted ways when you were still together, it will be happening now. And even though you've tried to date out other people, or even though you've tried to divert your attention into other activities, hobbies, or work, deep inside of you, you're still holding on and you're still clinging on to that last hope that this person someday could at least realize that you're the right one for them. That even though you're so hurt deep inside of you, you're still clinging on to that last hope that this person will still come back and, ask for another chance and even for your forgiveness. Okay? Now, it's still gonna be the same. The two of you will still keep on going back and forth about in the past, and if nobody is willing to grow up or even willing to take turns, to compromise and admit that, okay, I'm sorry, I was wrong, we should really stop doing this. One of you needs to be an adult, okay? The two of you can't always be on the top, and the two of you can't always be at the bottom. One of you needs to support the other so that the other, when they're already on the top, then they can reach out to you and put you on top of them. That is what teamwork is all about. But this relationship, if ever that you could really make it, if ever that you can manage to pull out some more strength to change and grow and mature and listen more to what your heart says and not what your pride and your ego is telling you, then this will definitely work out in the long run, and it will be a very long-term relationship. Only if you will be willing to. Okay? Because this person is your soulmate. You just couldn't really accept it because this person just keep on contradicting whatever your plans, your outlook in life, the way you see a relationship, the way you put up a relationship. It's like both of you are leaders, but one of you needs to go down, one of you needs to go up. Okay? Now, your sex life will be very active during this month, and if you're being casual with 2 to 3 people, then I feel like you can't really find any satisfaction to either one of them. Because, physical satisfaction is different, but physical satisfaction with emotional satisfaction is even more, it's even more better. There is definitely sure fireworks on that. But with this, especially if you're friends with benefits with a person who is taller than you, thin, boys cut, and younger than you, nothing is going to happen to that. Especially if you're working with that person, you're only going to ruin your professional relationship. And the other person who is more of a drinker, curly hair, average height, and always hanging out in a bar, facial hair, or yeah, facial hair, he doesn't really shave for some reason, and this person is a divorcee. Nothing is also going to happen to this person. Now the other one who's single, but well, single father, I feel like this is the one who has like a soft spot in you, but nah, I don't really feel like the two of you can really get along, and there's not that much chemistry. So if it's only sex, then have fun. But if you're looking for a real relationship, understanding, and compromises, I don't really feel like you're going to find to any one of them. Well, there will be an obsession and too much jealousy and possession, but this is not what you're really looking for. Okay, so you better be very upfront and honest about your feelings towards them instead of giving them high hopes. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, let me shuffle it again. I don't feel comfortable doing this spread. Well, these messages are for couples and singles, okay? For those who's already with somebody, cheating is not an option for you. Especially if you feel like you're losing hope in fixing this relationship. Why don't you try to be more honest about what you really feel and tell it to your partner to see if, there's something that they could still do about it or change. And you feel like this relationship is just one-sided and you're already getting tired of it. Now let's take a look at your life purpose. You're to diet conscious Taurus. Okay. For Taurus is already with somebody. Having a third wheel is not really an option in your relationship. If you feel like you're really struggling to find a solution, or if you're just struggling to stay in this relationship, it is much better to separate and go and find yourself first before getting into or jumping into a new relationship, because that is rebound. Okay, you're a very attractive person, but deep inside of you, you know that this person is, the right one for you. You do have very intense connection. It's just that the timing is a little bit off, and I feel like you just need to talk things out, or to mediate, or for somebody to mediate the two of you to fix all this. I also feel like you're lacking some adventure and thrill and excitement, and you just need to, try to go on a travel and take a quick trip. Either it's out of the country or out of town. You're thinking about new love, okay? But but again, this is not really the right option for you. Because even if you will separate and, successfully cut the cords with the person that you're with right now, whatever um, remaining karma or whatever karma that you did not really learn or that you did not finish from this relationship, it will bridge down to the new relationship, and it will go, it will just go on and on and on and on. And ask yourself, how do you really feel about your partner? Is it still love? Are you still in love? Are you tired? Are your feelings already voided? Or is it just codependency? Okay. So, I feel like this is more of a time for you to reflect in your own actions, in your own intentions, and in your own feelings. Now, as for singles, there is somebody around you that you feel like you can have the potential of being in a relationship, but try to pay attention to the red flags that this person is showing you, especially the inconsistencies. Okay, it will happen for the next few weeks that you will notice that this person will slowly move away from you, on and off, hot and cold. And one time they're so romantic, then the next time, the next thing you knew, they're already cold and very cruel or mean. Even if you have a very deep attraction towards each other, this is too far off from being true love. Okay? Sexual chemistry is okay. You're satisfied with each other when it comes to bed, but it's still not enough to measure someone else's potential to be in a long-term relationship. Okay? It still depends. If they are more than willing to compromise, be honest about their real situation, especially if you feel like they're hiding something from you, like a wedding ring or like an ongoing marriage still. Try to pay more attention to your instincts and to what your intuition is telling you, and don't brush it off. Now, see, the first card, Wisdom of the Oracle, Truth to be told. Okay, there is definitely the truth about you, your feelings. This is for singles and couples. The truth about your intention, your feelings, your partner's feelings, and as for singles, the truth that you need to hear from the person that you're considering to be, to be in a relationship with. And you're already standing at a crossroads. You need to choose which one really serves you best. Or is it really, do you feel like you can just go back and leave everything behind? Think long and hard about it before making a very major or big decision. Remove all the negativities. Do other activities, study other hobbies that can just divert your attention for a little while, because I feel like this is more like a depression. Okay, you feel so lost, you're not really in yourself, and you're starting to hate everyone, pulling away from everyone, and you've been hibernating. It's time for you to get out and socialize. Now, as for your life purpose, works in the government, legal system, military, line of police, or what do you call this, paramedics. This is also something that you can consider as your next career, or if you're thinking of changing your career. You're a light worker. The things that you're going through is more of a lesson for the future. Okay, the lesson that you have to teach for those people who will be going through for those people who will be going through the things that you have already gone through in the past. You need to take note of those lessons, and you can be their teacher or counselor. Okay, if there are also some things that you feel like lacking, like in lack of information or knowledge, try to read more books. And I feel like you're very studious as well. Why don't you try and start reading your books again to divert your attention? And you're also very diet conscious. I mean, there's nothing wrong if you're gaining a little bit of weight. You don't really have to be so conscious about it. But you may also start, sharing your ideas and sharing your thoughts about how to stay fit and how to avoid stuff like this when when you have certain illnesses, because you're really good at it, even though you don't really cook. And I also feel like it's time for you to go back to school to learn something new. Okay? Now, as for the support, this is all about being paramedics or nurse aid or medical aid. This is also another thing that you can do as a second job if you really want to. Alright? So that's it for you for this month, Taurus. If you want to have your own personalized readings, go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. You may talk to me live on the phone, live video readings, or pre-recorded readings. Alright? After the payment, there is a form that you need to fill up. Alright? So blessings to you, and have a great month of September.